Welcome, Warriors. This is World Warrior 101, and today, we're going to be talking about the cousin to the Street Fighter series, Saturday Night Slam Masters, and my experience playing. So, let's get into it. The SNES Saturday Night Slam Masters had some excellent wrestling games, despite not being the best and having a difficult grapple meter. However, the WWF-themed titles were enjoyable and featured diverse modes and characters. Nevertheless, Capcom's Saturday Night Slam Masters is a lost gem of a wrestling game. Although it lacked the features of its contemporaries, it is an enjoyable game with interesting elements. Capcom seemed to have intended to make a series out of Saturday Night Slam Masters, but only 3 were released in arcades, including a tag team-themed version. Unfortunately, it did not sell well on home consoles, and the reason for this is uncertain. The game has many aspects of Street Fighter, including characters with different fighting styles, pre- and post-match quotes, and even the inclusion of Hager from Final Fight. Despite its positive attributes, the game was not without flaws, as it is primarily a fighter game disguised as a wrestling game. Saturday Night Slam Masters is a wrestling game that takes place in a ring with all the familiar elements, including ropes, turnbuckles, entrances with laser lights, and smoke. In addition to punches and kicks, jumps, and grapples, players can also whip off ropes and leave the ring like in WWE. Most of the controls are easy to use, but grappling is a bit challenging as it requires catching the opponent just right. The game features recognizable moves from professional wrestling, such as gorilla press slams and suplexes. Once the opponent is sufficiently weakened, players can go in for the pin or try for a submission win, but submissions are challenging to execute effectively. Although the game is wrestling-oriented, the grappling and executing moves can be difficult, which may lead players to rely on punches and kicks. Nevertheless, Slam Masters is an enjoyable fighting game that provides a lot of fun, especially when played with friends. However, players seeking a more traditional wrestling experience on a 16-bit console may prefer to opt for WWF games. There are not many match types or modes available in Saturday Night Slam Masters. The game only offers traditional one-on-one matches and a team battle royale mode. However, with only 8 fighters and 2 bosses, the battle royale mode is not very diverse. Although it is still enjoyable, I prefer the plain old versus mode. It is worth noting that the Sega Genesis version of Slam Masters offers a different option instead of the team battle royale mode. It has a death match mode that supposedly has barbed wire around the ring. I have not played it, so I cannot provide more details. Nevertheless, Slam Masters fans or those seeking something new might want to check it out. Additionally, the Genesis version allows players to select the bosses in solo matches, which is not possible in the SNES edition. Muscle Bomber Duo is a modified version of the arcade game Saturday Night Slam Masters, which was first published in Japan, Europe, and Asia in 1993. Although the subtitle was altered from Heat Up Warriors to Ultimate Team Battle, it is noteworthy for being the only game in the Slam Masters trilogy to maintain the Muscle Bomber branding used in Japan for its overseas versions. The one-on-one single match mode from the original Muscle Bomber is gone in Muscle Bomber Duo, leaving just the 2-on-2 team battle royale game. A dual side attack and a vacuum move are now available for each character, and many players may now select to play as the same wrestler. Moreover, the automated grabs from the previous game have been replaced with the pin button, which also functions as a grappling button. The participants are free to select their team as they like, but there are 5 official combinations that the game will identify and label. These combinations are all displayed during the attract mode. The following are the recognized tag teams: Biff Slamkovich and Gunlock as the Hyper Cannon, King Rastaman and the Great Oni as Foreign Warriors, Titanic Tim and El Stingray as the Brothers Dead, Mike Hager and Alexander the Greater as the Knucklebusters, and the Scorpion and Jumbo Flapjack as Secret Assassins. Slam Masters AV features are a mixed bag, with its graphics being a highlight due to its colorful outfits and great-looking wrestling moves. However, the arenas lack the glitz of a modern pro event and look similar, while the audio is forgettable and only okay. Although the package is decent enough, it didn't wow anyone in the 90s and is unlikely to wow anyone today, but I would mind if they released a modern-day, upgraded version of the game. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next played and reviewed video. Until next time.